Hi there, I'm Dr. Noelle Nelson, and it's my pleasure to share a few thoughts with you today. Some uplifting, inspiring, and practical tips to help you find greater happiness and success in your life. Today's topic, developing trust. Trust is one of the most important elements of any successful relationship, whether that's at work or in love or with friends. It's also one of the most fragile and vulnerable. When you trust someone, you stand to lose a great deal should they betray your trust. Yet, you cannot be fully yourself with someone and enjoy a deeply satisfying relationship unless you trust them. It seems like an impossible conundrum. But the solution is not to throw your hands up in disgust, but rather to learn a two-step approach to developing trust safely. First of all, take a calculated risk. When you're first getting to know someone, take the risk of sharing with them some small but genuinely vulnerable portion of yourself. However, be sure to calculate ahead of time that, if they should betray your disclosure, the damage to you would be virtually non-existent. For example, let the person know that you had a difficult time emotionally when your cat died. And notice how they treat this disclosure. If they empathize with you and seem sincere in appreciating what this was like for you, they've just taken one step in the trustworthy direction. Now wait a while, a week, 2 weeks, and see if they do anything detrimental with that information, like gossip about you or make derogatory remarks about people who grieve over their pets or tease you about it. Yeah, right, I'll tell you, it's rarely funny. If they don't do anything offensive, take another calculated risk, disclose something small again, and wait and see what they do with it. Allowing your disclosure of self to happen in small bits and slowly over time is one of the surest ways to protect yourself from an untrustworthy individual. And secondly, observe. Observe whether or not the person's actions back up their words. When somebody's actions are different from their words, believe their actions. If, for example, someone tells you that you're very important to them, but every time you have an appointment with them, they're late, then guess what? Regardless of their reasons, you aren't that important to them. And much as that may sting in the first few weeks of getting to know someone, it is far better to correctly evaluate where you stand with someone in the first few weeks of getting to know each other than to get into a long-term relationship, whether that's in love or at work or in friendship, where you finally figure out, after having been mistreated 100 times, that maybe you don't really matter to this person. Listen to what people say and then watch what they do. Trustworthy people back their words up with action 95% of the time. Oh, the other 5%? Well, heck, that's the human factor. Come on, nobody's perfect. Learn to develop trust safely, and you'll enjoy the wonderful relationships you truly deserve. Thank you for listening to Up, and check out my latest book, Phoenix Rising, Surviving Catastrophic Loss, Fires, Floods, Hurricanes, and Tornadoes. If you'd like more uplifting, inspiring, practical tips and techniques, please visit my website, noellenelson.com, or take a look at my Meet the Amazings Facebook page. Until next time, be well and take care.